Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really happy that I have Dr. Usha Mantha back with us again. We have been having these really in-depth conversations about Verve and about her med spa, and we've touched on a lot about the inner part of us and weight loss. Today, we're going to start talking about the outer beauty, because the doctor has had many patients who say, hey, I love being healthy, but I also want to be beautiful on the outside. So before we get into that conversation, let me just tell you a little bit more about Dr. Mantha, because you may be new to this, but I definitely want you to go back and listen to the other interviews so that you'll get this big 360-degree picture of what all of this really can mean for you. So she is, of course, a medical doctor, and she received her membership from the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists in London. And she's also completed family medicine training in Pennsylvania. And she's also been on the teaching faculty at the Latrobe, Pennsylvania College. And she is a diplomate in obesity medicine. So, of course, she's the top of the top of these different doctors. And today, I'm going to let the doctor explain more about Verve and what it is, because Verve, if you listen to what that means, it has a very specific meaning. And so I'm going to go ahead and let you tell us all about that and tell us more about how you help people be beautiful, both on the inside and, of course, focusing today on that outward beauty. Good morning. How are you today?
Thank you, Tammy. Good morning. I am very well. I'm so happy to see you. I'm here in beautiful LA, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. And I think it's a perfect day to talk about Verve. Verve means vitality, vigor, enthusiasm. And I want to today present to you all the things that we do at Verve. So as you said, I am Dr. Usha Mantha. And so with my background, Tammy, of obstetrics and gynecology, I fell in love with women way back when. So my love with women, actually taking care of women, started about 30 years ago. So I have a short story that I actually, when I was growing up in India and went to medical school, didn't want to do OBGYN, didn't like it. However, when I actually was pregnant with my first child, I totally fell in love with obstetrics and gynecology. I realized this came to me so naturally, all women, even when I was not graduated or when I was even in training, all women would come and put their trust into me. They trusted me with their health, with their inner health, with their everything. So that really created who I am today. And along with me, I bring Verve. So with that authority of working with women for 30 years and seeing women, up to 10 to 15 women a day in my medical practice, I trained in obstetrics. I'm very passionate about providing obstetric care. But also, few years ago, about 3 years ago, one of my patients came to me and said, you are fixing me from inside, but I want you to do something about my beauty, my outside. Because she had a life event in which she really wanted to look prettier. And that is when my thing came up, and I said, I need to work with making women beautiful from outside. And so that's why I just want to read to you what my vision is and what my mission of my Verve is. So I want to let you know, aging is not optional, but aging beautifully is. Here at Verve, our vision is to make you feel healthy inside and look beautiful from outside. Your body is the biggest investment. We help you protect, preserve, and nourish it safely and gracefully in secure, friendly, state-of-art facility. And our mission for you is that every one of us, men, women, child, adult, has at least one thing in their body that they want to change. And I want you to achieve that. And with our lovely state-of-art technology, laser technology, I want you to know that we can actually make you look beautiful from outside. And my Verve is founded on principles of courtesy, courteousness, compassion, and we want to give you the best value to enhance your existing beauty. So that's where my vision and my mission was. Next, let me talk to you about what are the things that I do, right? You would like to know. So I have summarized it, or rather tried to, because I do a lot of things, in 3 main categories. So let's talk about your body, okay? So your outside body is your biggest investment, and you want to take care of it. So we talked about inner health, and we talk about weight loss in my previous topics. So today I'm going to talk to you about body contouring, and I'm going to talk to you about the first procedure I want to share with you. It's called sculpture. It's a laser technology. It's non-invasive, 25 minutes in my office, and it removes your fat cells that you do not like. So which are the body parts that are really, really hard to get rid of the fat? So we all know this, that we can exercise as much we want. We can take good care of our weight. However, the fat, once it's actually on your body, in your upper or lower belly, in your love handles, inside your thighs, or even in the upper back area, these areas are very resistant fat. And it's very simple and very effective, scientific reason behind it. The fat accumulated in these areas are not the same fat that is inside your body. So that is why no matter how much exercise we do, we are not going to get rid of this. So this is why sculpture, which is a laser procedure, which actually works by heating the fat, and by heating, it melts the fat. So these areas, we put brackets on, we drop the transducers so that the fat is heated and melts. Then your body automatically removes the fat through the lymphatics. Okay, so this is the sculpture procedure, and I'm very happy to say that Brooke Shields, who's my teenage idol, she still remains a very powerful authority in beauty industry, and she's a mother. She's given birth. She's really my idol, and she is endorsing sculpture because she understands we have to exercise, we have to eat right, but we still will be left with these areas of fat on our body which will need extra treatment. And so I'm very proud to say, so we do sculpture procedures in our office. It's a series of 2 procedures done 4 weeks apart. So you come to our office and we put the machine on, and the machine does the work. Of course, we take before and after pictures, and we show you how it looks. It does take up to 4 to 6 weeks after the second procedure to see the maximum results. And so that is our sculpture procedure. And it is the laser that we actually use is very specific to fat cells. So it does not do any damage to the inside organs in the body. So there is no worry about that. And Tammy, if I can at this point, take a little time to talk about laser procedures itself. So my Verve, med spa is specific for us. It's for laser procedures, for aesthetics. About lasers. So when I actually started training so many years ago in obstetrics in England, we had one laser machine in a whole hospital of 4,000, beds. And that was locked behind the doors. Nobody was supposed to touch it. And we were like, by appointment, we were shown what laser machine looked like. It was back then. And now in this day and age, with so much of technology, I have 5 lasers in my office. And I must say, I am so glad I started training back when, because now I can call myself an expert in this laser procedures. So laser procedures, very briefly about lasers, the way lasers work is they do work according to your skin type. What it means is laser is very sensitive to the color in the skin and on the body. So we do make lasers for different wavelengths, for different lesions of different color, whether it's brown spot, black skin, brown skin, Spanish, Hispanic. So this is all skin specific lasers. But the laser technology has come this far, and it is so readily available that the price of the laser treatment, I want to say, has come dramatically down, and it's very affordable. Very affordable. So much of competition in laser technology. So you want to go to someone who knows what they're doing, who believes to give you the best value. So laser is available, affordable. So there is, and it has become very safe. And most of the procedures we do, there is almost zero downtime. So the downtime is so small, like max 0 or 2 hours maximum. So that's why laser procedures have come really far. And I'm very proud and fortunate to be able to now provide this laser technology to my patients. So that is my number one laser technology. And so the next one is your face, your skin. And after the fat, the skin is the largest organ in your body, right? And I am 100% sure each one of us have some brown pigments or some veins or wrinkles or volume loss and dimples, scars. There is always something that we want to be fixed. And fortunately, we have one laser for everything. Let us first start very briefly about what makes something beautiful. So beauty, especially in relation to the skin, comes from its color, texture, its symmetry of face or any parts of the body, and of course the volume. So these are the 4 or 5 things that are very important. So I'm going to briefly talk about the common procedures we offer. So I live in California, and I'm sure you are in Florida, so we both have the best of the sun in the world, and it causes a lot of skin changes, skin damage. So what does the sun do to the skin? And it's inevitable that we all will age. We have no choice. Like I said earlier, aging is not optional. So when people tell me that, oh, I am just right, I'm just fine. Yes, they are fine, but they are not stop aging. The process is happening. So it causes fine wrinkles on our faces. It can cause brown spots, facial veins, rosacea. It causes brown spots, and it can also cause volume loss. So you will see, sort of areas of face that has more dimples. And of course, scars. Okay, so let us talk about the brown spots and, pigmentation. So we do offer, two different types of laser, because like I said, laser is skin specific. So for someone who is type 1 and type 2 skin, which is very fair skin, which burns very easily in, heat or sun exposure, and mostly European, descent and Caucasian descent, 1 and 2 types of skin. For that skin type, we will use one type of laser. We bring you in, we evaluate your skin, and then it's called IPL. And we use that to remove your brown spots, your facial veins, and rosacea, the pink hue that you see. And for skin types 3, 4, 5, which comes in Hispanics, Asians, and African American skin, we use another type of laser, which is called PicoSure, which is a very advanced technology, and that takes care of the brown spots, scars, veins, and removes the fine lines and wrinkles. So we call it brightens, tightens, and lightens your skin. So that is the technology we use for skin types 3, 4, and 5. It's called PicoSure. So those are the main two lasers that we use for skin brightening and lightening. My next important one is the one which is with, which I like, is my tattoo removal. So I want to talk about tattoos. So I joke about with my kids, because my kids are like, Mom, are you going to remove tattoos? And so I'm like, oh, no, I'm not sure. But I have to say, I have actually learned a lot in this whole journey of my med spa about tattoos themselves. And like I was mentioning earlier, tattoos are becoming more in thing than outcast thing, because tattoos are a way of expression. And we live in a world now, we want to express ourselves. I would have never imagined myself. I loved beauty from outside, but I would have not imagined that I would actually do beauty therapies as much as I want to do now, this moment. So I have grown, and so of all of us have grown. We have become more independent. So tattoos have become a way of, expression. And that is why tattoos, when they have to be revised, when people want unwanted tattoos removed, then we have to provide the service. And several years ago, when Dr. Tatoff was very popular, but it took them up to 20 to 25 times sessions of tattoo removal. We have come absolutely so advanced now. With this machine called PicoSure, we actually are able to remove these tattoos in a much less sessions, maybe 6 to 8 sessions maximum. And the technology is very safe. It just splatters the ink, and it really removes the tattoos up to almost 100%. So I actually have started providing it, and I am so happy because I'm making my patients happy. Again, it's outward beauty, because they have the tattoo, they were in relationship, they have someone's name on, and they have moved on to a better relationship. They want that name gone. And it's amazing how many times I'm doing names now. But this is the changing world. And in the beginning, I could be judgmental, but now I'm growing into it. And the good thing about our tattoo removal, Tammy, I do want to say that it's a little painful procedure. So we make sure that we actually use a medical grade cream, which is actually, sort of prescribed only by MDs in the office, because it has 20% of betacaine, which is a very powerful local anesthetic. So we provide that service, and we apply the cream, and of course for pain management. And we also have something like a cool blowing air, which also helps us to, sort of relieve the pain. So we do almost painless tattoo removal, number one. And number two, we have different hand pieces. Now, tattoos can be difficult because not only just black ink, but pink and red and green inks can be hard to remove. So we do have different hand pieces. What it means is different wavelength of laser that will hit the different color of skin tattoo ink. So we do have that, and we work with that hand piece. It is a procedure which takes long time. However, we are very effectively placed to do that procedure. So that is another one. The next one that I really want to talk very briefly, which actually also is one of my favorites, is, of course, very basic bread and butter of outer beauty. It is the Botox and the neurotoxins and the fillers. As much as we all don't want to look like somebody else, and we don't want to have frozen faces, and we don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to look like her. And and we have all heard horror stories of people's faces changing. But I want to tell you that I am so proud that all my patients are still so natural, so beautiful. All we do is that to remove their wrinkles, especially in the forehead, around your eyes, in the middle of your, eyebrows, where you have these wrinkles and frowns that you have developed over the years. I remember my kids telling me, Mom, you always look angry. What is wrong with you, Mom? And I'm like, I'm not angry, but I am looking angry. And that's where I think now I realized I could use a little bit of sort of modulator, which is our Botox and, sort of Dysport, and be able to release those wrinkles. We have earned them all right, but we have also earned the right to release it. So that is where I am coming from. All these injections are available for us to use it very judiciously. We have to still have our human element in it. These are just chemicals sitting there to be utilized. We must add our intelligence and our judgment. So I'm still very passionate about offering what we call as Verve signature facelift. It's Botox for upper half of your sort of forehead. And I do not use Botox on the lower part of the face, because lower part of the face is for animation, for speaking, for smiling. And we do use volume expanders like Juvederm fillers for mid-face, for the cheek, and for lips, for those of us who have intern lips and we are losing the muscle under the lips. And this does fall into the category of volume and enhancement, as we talked in the beginning. And it does give you symmetry, because we sleep on one side more than the other side and we, lose more volume. So it's okay to use all these judiciously. We do not want to create any scary faces. And very unfortunate part is when we go overboard and then we do too much. I think what we need to keep in mind, like I said, Tammy, that these things are available to enhance our beauty. They are not there to be just utilized indiscriminately and sort of get into trouble. So I love my injections, I must say, because women love it. They have a reunion coming, a wedding coming. They want that beautiful picture. They've spent like $3,000 on the videos. And now they're like, oh my gosh, someone fixes me a little bit this, little bit that. They look absolutely fabulous. I do tell them it takes up to 2 weeks to get the best results. You may have some bruising, so don't do it a day before and 1 week before. Give yourself 2 to 3 weeks and 4 weeks. I must say I love the injections that we provide for volume. And next one I'm going to talk to you about, my favorite again, is what is called as, and you may have heard me saying this, called platelet-rich plasma. So we all want to look younger. None of us want to get older. And how do we do that? And people say, I don't want all those things. I want natural. So Tam, what can be more natural than your own body, right? So here comes your own body's growth factors. Okay, it's called platelet-rich plasma. You may all have heard good stories, bad stories, everything, but I want to give you the scientific part of it. So I do love to do what is called as platelet-rich plasma, in which we draw your blood, we spin it, we remove your plasma, which has platelet growth factors. Platelets hold this growth factor, which actually helps you grow, which helps you regenerate and rejuvenate. So we remove this and concentrate in a spinner, and we inject it back into your body for whether you have any acne scars, uneven skin tones, you have any volume loss, we can add it to the fillers. We can do a lot of stuff with this plasma. The basic principle behind it is it has all the growth factors concentrated in about 2 to 3 cc's, and we are able to use this gold liquid into your face, into your scalp for hair growth. It is a series of 4 injections every 4 weeks, and we do this procedure and you will have 85-90% of hair growth. So this is the most natural thing there can be. So platelet-rich plasma is an amazing technique. And now the orthopedic doctors are using back again to joint injections. The same liquid is used for joint injections. One of the worries so we know all the good things that it can do. One of the worries there has been out there about it's a blood product, and it is used in conjunction with a procedure called microneedling on the face, because microneedling creates small channels of sort of skin along with some blood, and we put this platelet-rich plasma through those microchannels into your skin. So now this process does involve blood. And one of the worries or one of the concerns out there is because it's a blood product, there can be blood-related contaminations if one is not careful. The one thing I will want to share with my audiences and with you is, in my office at Verve, we use single-use sterile needle for microneedling and single-use sterile packaged kit for your PRP. And throughout the procedure, we have a protocol under which I draw the blood, I stay with you in the room, I spin your blood in front of you, and I inject in front of you. So I do not leave the procedure room, the treatment room, until I have finished with your blood procedure. The reason for that is this way I can 100% be certain that there is no contamination has occurred. I do not leave the room, and I want to assure you that kind of standards have to be maintained. And because we have this protocol, if there is any need of anything moving in and out of the room, my girls are very equipped. I have a team. They help me, and we finish the procedure right then and there. So I want to reassure you, and that kind of, sort of protocols will make sure that we do not cross-contaminate anything. So that's one thing I'm very proud of. And that makes me offer this, sort of on a regular basis. And and it's it's a very simple, very effective, and it's your own product. You will not have a reaction to it. You don't get any bruising. You don't get any swelling. You really get no side effects from it. Zero. And not only we can inject this into your face, into your scalp and knees, in the gums, there are multiple places in the body this golden liquid can be injected, including some of the times of female rejuvenation or, regeneration procedures. So we can use it in many, many shapes and forms. So I love my PRP procedure. That's also my favorite. So I think, Tammy, that is in essence, I know it's not, but, so that's what we do at Verve. So we have multiple procedures we can provide, mostly laser and injections, to enhance your outer beauty.
Well, I've been listening intently to everything you've been saying, because I think it's really important that people do understand the level of expertise you're coming from, which is at extremely high level, and your enthusiasm for helping someone to become beautiful, both from the inside out, really comes through when you talk about it. And it is really exciting to know that the technology, for example, with the tattoos, like you said, it used to be 20 times to remove something, and now it's 6 to 8, and that you're looking at all of the things such as the pain levels. And so someone could come in and just feel totally comfortable that they're going to get the help they need with the utmost care. And I think that's what really comes across when you speak about Verve and about what you do. So if somebody wants to learn more and get in touch with you, how can they do that?
So there are several ways of doing it. So the first way, number one, is to visit our website. It's www.vervemedspa.com. We are constantly trying to improve, and it's always, sort of evolving. Second way is to actually, there is an app. It's called drushaapp.com. So it's drushaapp.com. Next is you can follow us on Facebook under Verve Med Spa, or Instagram under the same Verve Med Spa. You can also check our before and after on Instagram. We are on Yelp, and we are also on Twitter. And my office phone number for contact is 909-377-2888. 2939. And one last way is you can text the word doctor, DOCTOR, at our phone number 909-734-1834, and you would get my free app. And those are the ways you can connect with us.
Wow. So in other words, no matter if you're on your computer listening or if you have a cell phone, any device, you can reach out. And of course, you can call the office or go to the website. So thank you so much. And next time, we're probably going to take a deeper dive into women's health issues. So everyone in this continuing series, keep listening to Dr. Usha Mantha, because we're really taking deep dives in some of these topics. So you won't want to miss that. And make sure that if you're just tuning into this show, go look up the other shows also so that you can get more information. So with that, thank you so much. I would really appreciate all your time.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, this is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a beautiful day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.